Hi, welcome to Brent's Pot Hour, and it is 1/11/2018, 7:55. See, God is speaking to me. Seven's his number. 55 is my number. No, it's 56, and that's a different number that we don't even want to talk about. So, here's World of Weed. World of Weed. Carefully procured and brought to you directly from a local farm in Washington. Our premium cannabis comes at an affordable price you won't find elsewhere. Come see us again for an experience you won't forget. Explore theworldofweed.com. Worldofweed.com. Yep. So try the World of Weed. This is some Pablo Escobar. Pablo Escobar. This has been good. This has been good weed. This is Pablo Escobar. Let me uncover the. Here's the label. See it? Pablo Escobar. Huh? This is premium. They call it premium flower. See, premium flower. Okay. But we've been smoking that for a while. So let's try. See that? That's. Sorry. Okay, well, I was all excited and everything for no reason. I mean, not for no reason, but okay. The Point. I went and stayed with my dad at the Point. The Point this weekend, this weekend. The Point Casino. There's like 3 or 4 restaurants. The rooms are like heaven. The beds are probably the best, the nicest bed I've ever slept on before, ever, is at the Point. The Point. The Point. Go to the Point. I'm serious. It's. They probably got like 1,000 machines. I mean, maybe more. Their tables. Just nice restaurants, nice sit-down restaurants. Lots of free stuff, pop, and coffee and tea and other stuff. And go to the Point. Go to the Point. It's a very nice casino. It's brand new. The people are friendly. It's the people that go there are very friendly. It's very nice. It's casual. Just go to the Point and stay. You can, I mean, they have, different comps all the time, and you get a player's card, and go to the Point. Okay. Well, and get a flash drive if you have a computer, so you can take your files places. See, this is a flash drive. It goes in your USB, right? Or you can just play with it, right? Because it's like a train. Choo choo, choo choo choo. See, it's the flash drive is choo choo. You see, I don't even need to hold it. It does it all by itself. Okay, flash drive. And because this is green crack, and no, it's not green crack. It's chronic. This is chronic. This is chronic. And I mean, I didn't see what I thought. in the bag. So I'm just gonna, as soon as we get to Brent's pot hour. But let's do Brent's baking soda hour, or Brent's baking soda special edition. Baking soda will make your blood 8.4 alkaline. Cancer is acidic, 7 or below. Somewhere your cancer lies in there. But if you make your blood alkaline, it will get rid of the cancer in your body. 8.4. Here's an empty glass. And this is a spoon. And this is baking soda. Here's the drug facts, if you can see them. See? It's sodium bicarbonate. And the prescription and everything is right here, right? And this is something that you can, without a doctor, you know, I suppose there's probably somebody allergic to baking soda. I mean, there's people allergic to everything, but if you want to get rid of the cancers in your system, do some baking soda. Here, this is the spoonful I'm gonna do. Right? You can watch it right there. Baking soda. Smart water. This smart water though, is 7.4, I believe. But it's very tasty. It's got lots of condensation. Made I don't see the alkalinity on this. Oh wait, I just don't. It might be here, and I just don't see it, but I don't see it on this, which is funny, because I usually always see it. But, so this is smart water, baking soda, and we fill our glass. We don't try to scrimp on the water anymore, because, but we will add we could add to our doses of baking soda and water. We could add cloves, right? Remember cloves? Cloves. Those little things. Clove, baking soda, smart water, Okay, I only drank half because I want to add more cloves. Ready? See, I haven't like taken special training or anything. I've only done this with you guys mostly. I mean, I've drank more baking soda with you guys than I have in my entire life before that. So, because I mean, I did drink it probably like 5 times before, but then when I started filming it, and I had eaten cloves a couple times, but I mean, if I could do things more regularly with my audience, because my audience is looking for a healthy bill, and we can smoke weed. This is chronic. And I just like using a Bic better because I lit my candle. This is chronic. Very nice. You know, we all think different. We all do. We all have done different things in our lives. And I've, you know, when I was really young, I promised God that I would do whatever I felt like He told me to do. I promised God when I was like 5 or 6 years old. I promised God that I would do anything like that I felt like He had told me to do. If God had if God had spoken to my brain or put ideas in my head, I would do them. The ultimate goal being to see God. And so I took chances. .808. And I did things that I made lifelong decisions. And I mean, because I figured out in like 2nd grade, I figured out that the earth was flat, and they were lying about it. I remember the conversation I had with my 2nd grade teacher, Mrs. Fisk. I mean, I don't remember the conversation, but I just remember it was about the earth being flat, and I was so positive that the earth was flat. And she kept saying no, you know. And I was saying, well, when I went with my family up to Mount Rainier, right? And I was looking through this telescope thing that they had there. I mean, I was looking at the Space Needle. This would have been in the 70s, probably the late 70s, right? I was looking at the Space Needle in Seattle from Mount Rainier, and that wouldn't be possible if the Earth was round. Because there would have to be curve. I mean, say you were on the mountain here, and you're looking at Seattle over here, right? It would drop. It would look lower, but it looks the same height. That's not possible. So I think the Earth is flat. And I think that the sun and the moon are both 4,000 miles away. And I think that people are think that God rules, excuse me, but I think that God rules over the earth. And I mean, it's 8:11 now, but I think God speaks to me through numbers. Even though I was built up these last couple of days, I mean, I'm saying all this, and it's like I've been building up to something the last few days, and then, I mean, all my numbers just kind of, I mean, I played the lottery with the numbers and it didn't work. I did other stuff, and it just nothing. So, I mean, how do I know that the numbers are God speaking to me if nothing is happening? I mean, and the things that God is telling me aren't happening, you know? Wouldn't that frustrate you if you thought to yourself, well, maybe God is speaking to me, and numbers are significant, and then you do everything that comes to your mind, and you just think, well, I'm just gonna follow what God is trying to tell me, and then it's like nothing happens, and then it's like, well, what was God? Was it God? Was God speaking to me? I mean, was God telling me what to do? I mean, I've been searching through videos and everything like that, and I mean, and the Jews follow the Talmud. The Jews follow the Talmud. They don't even read the Bible. The Jews don't use the Bible at all. They don't believe in the same God. They're going off of the Talmud, which is a bunch of Jewish scholars talking. They don't follow God. They don't use the Bible. Not since 1948. But I mean, so all this Israel push and Jewish push and everything like that, the Jews don't even worship God. Are you people crazy? Well, no, I'm not really angry at anybody. I mean, you know, I just wish people would pay more attention. You know, it just doesn't seem as difficult as you're making it. This is a chip clip. You clip the top of the chips with it. If you don't know about chip clips, this is a chip clip. Snack clip. This is a Tecate, not a Diablo. This is more like a beer. So, do I speak condescending? I mean, is my voice condescending? Am I constantly condescending? I don't mean to be. Not really. I mean, I don't think I'm better or worse. I mean, I just think I'm somebody else with different ideas. I've done different things in my life, you know. We're all looking for the same fucking answer. We're all looking for the same fucking answers. Okay, that's what we're all doing. And it's like, I mean, just the fact that, I mean, we have made things that give pain bad, things that steal bad. I mean, we've decided what's good and what's bad and everything like that, and I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I don't know, it's gotten us to this point, so we haven't killed ourselves yet from the rules that we were following, but we're changing everything, and now it seems like we're moving towards an extinction. We shouldn't have changed things so much. You shouldn't have allowed me to change things as much as I have. I didn't mean to. I meant to leave. I meant to get out, because I knew it was coming, and I didn't want to be a part of it like I am. I'm being a part of it. They're bringing me into it. It's 8:15. Do you ever feel like that? Do you ever feel like, I mean, I don't want to smoke a cigarette, but, oh, and this is Pablo Escobar. I'm smoking Pablo Escobar. It's really good. I need the bit. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah, it's, I don't know if I've ever had it before. I don't think I've ever had it before. I think it's the first time I ever saw it. I mean, it had like a new, in the display case, it had like a new thing around it, like new. And I was like, I don't think I've ever seen that before. Pablo Escobar. Of course. And you gotta get an eighth of it, right? Just try it out. I'd say it's good. I'd say it's pretty good. I'd say it's really good. I'm definitely at a level that I like, and I was with the Chong too. I was with the Chong too. Chong's Choice and Pablo Escobar, both grade A #1. And I mean, I'm the Chronic. Might need to lay off the Chronic for a little while because I think I'm kind of getting used to the strain a little bit. But these other strains, these strains that, I mean, at World of Weed, I might, I could probably go back to Stash Box now and get super fucked up on their shit. Really, because they had good shit too. I mean, Stash Box had good shit. Really, I'm not, just because I transitioned over to World Weed, it's just good to change your, because I think it's because places use the same water and minerals and stuff for their plants, and that's what changes, and then you get used to not only a certain strain, but like all the strains that come from certain places, they'll all kind of start becoming the same, and then you need to change up places, because sometimes they get their shit from different places, but then other places I think they're selling the bargain basement stuff out of the good places, right? I mean, I don't know why some of the places that are selling weed, I mean, seriously, it's like you're smoking tobacco, and I'm thinking, what the fuck did I pay, $10 for this for, if it's not doing anything to me? Fuck, I'm not gonna pay $10 to smoke a fucking cigarette, right? I mean, I'm not rich. I don't have a lot of money. I don't have any money, I think. But God's got my back. What do I have to worry about? Nothing. I mean, well, you always have to worry, but just an emotion, as long as you don't let it overtake you, and you just, I mean, I worry too much, and I commit suicide, because I just think, what am I even doing? What am I putting up with this for? Why? What am I going to get out of it? Putting up with mental turmoil and stuff like that. As soon as I have worries and stuff like that, then I just start contemplating suicide, because it just doesn't seem worth it to me. To put yourself through all this, what are we getting out of it? What do we get out of it? If the result if you already know what your end is, if you already know and believe what your end is, right? I mean, I'm not saying go around chopping people's heads off. I'm not saying go around and kill other people, because you're not on their path. You have no idea where anyone else is at. I don't believe anyone has the right to take anyone else's life. No one. No one in the world. No, I don't believe anyone else has any right to kill another person. It just, nah. I don't believe that mothers have the right to abort children, you know, because those children would like to live. You know, they're on their way to becoming living beings. I mean, those children deserve a chance, at least. You know, you made him. You shouldn't have made it. I mean, it was a choice that you made. Don't make the children if you know, it's... I've kind of fluctuated back and forth on the abortion issue, really, to be honest. You know, I started out not liking it, and then I kind of went into, well, you know, because I have made a couple children, but that was like, that's what I did that for, like, because I knew that I had to. I had to make 2.3 children. I knew that. As soon as I made 2 children, I was done. If I would have wanted children, I would have made 3. But I didn't. It's not that I didn't want children. I didn't want to stay and take care of them, because I have a really guilty complex, and if anything ever happened to the child, I mean, I would blame myself completely. I would completely blame myself if anything ever happened to the child. And I just I mean, the both of the mothers were very nice girls that I really liked, that had really good personalities, and I think they were put together good, and they had good families, and I thought they would take care of them. You know? And I thought that the kids would do better without me, because my ideas always led me to suicide. I mean, all my greatest ideas eventually led me to suicide. I mean, I was never really, like, what is it, megalomaniacal, when you want to destroy everything or whatever, right? Isn't that it? I was never like that. I didn't want to destroy everything. I never wanted to really destroy anything. Even though I wanted to go in the military and everything, I never really wanted to destroy things. Even though I mean, I liked firecrackers and stuff, but I just don't really like big explosions. Really big explosions kind of freak me out. But and radiation freaks me out, you know, and radiation coming across the ocean freaks me out. Radiation coming across in the airstreams freaks me out, you know. And I just think, well, because God put us here, right, and anything that we come up against, we should be able to defeat. And I believe that baking soda, not just baking soda, it's not just baking soda. There are so many other things that will raise the alkalinity in your blood. But you just want to raise the alkalinity in your blood at least over 7. I mean, I would say at least over 7.5 now. Do it with an alkalinity of at least 7.5 or above now, because you need to raise the alkalinity of your blood, because we're being massively attacked with radiation now. It's falling on us all the time. It's in the jet streams from, I mean, I haven't seen it personally, but I just have to believe that it's up there, because from, if they're telling us 3 nuclear reactors melted down in Japan, I actually think it was 4, but they say 3. So, but they say 3 nuclear reactors melted down in Japan, right on the coast. of Japan. Right where the current starts. The current starts right there, right at Fukushima. So you have to wonder, was it intentional? Or I don't know. I don't dislike Japanese people. I don't dislike any Japanese people. I mean, I've never met a Japanese person that I didn't like. I've never really met a whole lot of races that I didn't like. I mean, that I didn't like something about. And I actually liked Jews until I really started studying the Bible. You know, I mean, my parents had always raised me Christian or whatever, and said that the Jews started it all, and for some reason they were good, but the Jews are damned by God because they were the chosen people, but they turned their back on God. I mean, you know, when I was a little kid and I was first learning things, I thought like you people thought, and I thought, oh, the Jews are just so great and everything. They're God's chosen people. Yeah, God gave them, they were God's chosen people or whatever, right? But then they turned their back on God. God warned them. Moses kept warning them, don't turn your back on God. Don't turn your back on God, you know? And I mean, Moses warned them. God kept warning them, you know? Joshua's warned them. A lot of other people warned them, you know? Well, I mean, Samson and Goliath didn't really warn them. Well, Samson, I don't really know how you'd see Samson as warning him. But, I mean, I don't know, you know, because Samson used the power of God, but by keeping his hair. Oh, from Delilah, right? And then Delilah took his hair when he was sleeping, and then he didn't have his strength anymore. Remember? So, I mean, that's kind of why I'm keeping my hair now, because I just want to keep my hair. But, so, here's Tecate. And here's a cigarette. This is a long one tonight. We're gonna have a special message from the point. The point. The Point Casino, Restaurant, Hotel. With a bed that was made in heaven. With a bed that was made in heaven. You will never forget this bed. And the showers are like streams of ecstasy. The Point. The air is totally crisp and clear. It's incredible. It's incredible. There's no smoking allowed in the hotel. And don't smoke in the hotel because the fucking air is crystal clear. Smoking is allowed in the casino. There isn't any poker. I didn't see any poker. But they add card tables. So go to the Point. I didn't play at the card tables because I was just staying in the gaming area, or in the slot machine area. But go to the Point. Just try it. You can stay there. I mean, it's inexpensive. The rooms are awesome. You have and the shower is incredible. I mean, it's a vacation. It could be a family vacation, really. I mean, if your kids, I don't know, what your kids could do while you were in the casino, but yeah, it's probably not for kids. There wouldn't be anything for kids to do there. So maybe they'll get a gaming room sometime, so kids can go there and just play video games or something. A casino or what do they used to, an arcade. They can add an arcade area, so parents could bring their kids. That might be a good idea. But well, I hope you're having a great night, and I just wanted to check in. It's 1:11, and this is Brent's Pot Hour, and Amy Neslin Hour, and Water Hour, and Baking Soda Hour, and as things change, I will keep you informed. I believe in freedom, and I believe in liberty, and I believe in choices, and I believe in intelligence, and I believe in myself, and I believe in God, and I believe in freedom, and I don't believe in hurting other people or breaking the law. I don't believe in breaking the law unless it's a religious right. Yeah, I just did that. Did you see that? I didn't use a Bic. That's only like, well, I mean probably the 100th time, but I haven't used a Bic in at least a few days for cigarettes. Okay, well, Fukushima is getting worse every day. Kevin Blanche is keeping us up to date on things, and they say now that the ocean is like 99.9% dead. The ocean is 99.9% dead. One more time. The ocean is 99.9% dead. I don't know if anything ever could have been done. Really. I really don't know if anything ever could have been done. But I mean, if all of us would have tried, if Japan would have cried out within like the first couple of days and said, "We're fucked. Can we have a worldwide emergency, somehow contain this?" I mean, I don't know what could have been done, because even inside building 2, it would have been 530 sieverts. That would have dropped you as soon as you walked in the building. As soon as you walked inside, you'd be dead. You would have died right there. Just died. I mean, 7 people died on a street in Japan. 7 people died on this one street. They just dropped dead on this one street in Japan. I mean, that was probably 530 sieverts. I would say it was serious. I think it's, you know, Dana Durnford has a new nightly report every day at 6 o'clock. You should check him out. He'll keep you informed about what happened and what's happening now. And he's planning on doing an expedition. I've suggested to him that he not do it, but I just think it's unnecessarily putting himself in danger. I mean, and he proved, you know, when I first started watching him, he had proved that, or he proved while I was watching him, he went on the first expedition, and then he proved that the beach was dead. I mean, it was dead. There was so little life on the beach. And, you know, he went out on the expedition for like 9 months that first time, 7 or 9 months or something. And now he's going to go out again. You know, if he's proven something's dead, I mean, how many times do you have to prove something is dead before you die yourself, you know? And it's like you become part of the statistic then. It just seems like, you know, unless you were going to prove that it's come back to life, I don't see the necessity of proving that it's dead twice. If it was coming back to life, yeah. But I just think that it's time to cut your losses on that and work on some other, you know, how long are you going to keep the dream alive of going out on a second expedition that's going to leave you in a wheelchair, you know, this next time you'll be staying in a wheelchair, or I mean you'll be dead. It's radioactive now. The ocean is radioactive. And watch Kevin Blanch. I know that you two are friends, right? And so watch Kevin Blanch. He'll tell you it's 99.9% dead. I mean, most everything. The starfish are gone. I mean, they're extinct, I think. I think he said. I don't know. I don't know what he said about all that, but he did. He just gave statistics and everything, but I mean, I was stoned or something. But so I just think that it's got to get better. I mean, I'm praying, I'm hoping and praying, and I'm trying to pay all of my attention to God, because I know that God is like the only thing. God is like the only possible thing that could save us now, I think. And I'm waiting for God to speak to me, or So I'm keeping you informed about that. So I still have hope. I'm not hopeless. I haven't given up. I mean, I still have hope, and I still believe in America. You know, go Trump, whoever the president is. You know, whoever the president is. I mean, we have to stand behind the president. You know, I guess I should feel guilty because I never stood behind Obama. I never stood behind Obama because I wanted Romney, or I wanted somebody else. Well, I wanted Ron Paul. I really wanted Ron Paul to be president. I really wanted Ron Paul to be president. I really thought that Ron Paul would have done us right. But I also had a dream that he screwed us. Completely screwed us. And he went, I actually didn't have it wasn't a dream about Ron Paul. It was a dream about, the guy that ran against the Bush, I think, when Jeb Bush ran. I think the guy that was running for the Libertarian Party. I had a dream about him, that he just completely fucked us. He completely took over the government. I mean, he was a total tyrannical. He was a tyrannical leader, and he just totally screwed the United States. That's where I lost faith in him, you know, because of my dreams. Because I do believe that my dreams speak to me. I think that people should listen to their dreams. Well, you know, I've talked a lot this time, but I wanted to make this like an extra long special one. So I hope you're having a great night, and go to the point in Kingston, Washington, and have a great night. Bye. God bless.